Friends, classmates, teacher, it is my current quest to educate you on the subject of sleep. Just as a show of hands, and I'd like you to be completely honest, the police aren't going to show up and cart you away for a lack of shut-eye. How many of you think you're getting enough sleep? Go on, raise your hands. I often don't get 6 hours, and I think it's enough. Good. Now how many of you are getting the recommended 8 hours of sleep? Did you know that the necessary amount of sleep to keep a teenage mind functioning at full capacity is actually closer to 9.25 hours? So, I'll ask again, how many among you are getting enough sleep? According to the National Sleep Foundation, only 15% of teens are getting 8.5 hours of sleep every night. That means even fewer of us are getting the proper amount. Biologist Alan Ricksteffen once said, if sleep doesn't serve an absolutely vital function, it is the greatest mistake evolution ever made. Stating that our cave-dwelling ancestors were completely vulnerable while they slept, so it must have been utterly necessary. And we are often told that we need it, but we are not often told how big of an effect it has on us. Apart from the usual, not being able to concentrate, having difficulty with staying awake or being aware, forgetting things like names, dates, and homework, sleep deprivation also has some interesting consequences that you may or may not have already known. Because sleep is the food of the brain, when you don't get enough sleep, your brain starts to improvise ways of getting the energy it needs to function, ergo tricking you into eating more than you need. You overeat when you don't get enough sleep, so lack of sleep can indirectly be a cause of weight gain. Also, when we don't catch enough Z's, we are more prone to pimples, acne, and other skin problems. No wonder they call it beauty sleep. We literally need it to keep our skin clear. Vaguely, you might have already known this, but lack of sleep makes you irritable. It leaves you with less patience and can make you aggressive. Something tells me that some of the guys in our class need more sleep. Also, the National Sleep Foundation's 2006 Sleep in America poll found that 54% of teenagers were displaying moderate to high depressive moods, meaning that they felt unhappy or sad, hopeless about the future, or tense and worried too much, and mentioned that they were sleepy all day, and these teenagers were more prone to having difficulty sleeping. Said individuals find themselves in a terrible predicament. Lack of sleep contributes to the unhappy moods, and the moods can prevent them from getting the sleep they need. It's a vicious cycle, but it can be broken. The simple answer is to make sleep a priority, but the answer is never that easy, is it? Parents can tell us that we need to get more sleep, and they can tell us to put it at the top of our list. They can even tell us that it's more important than such things as homework and friends. Don't know about yours, but mine have said that. In reality, the only person on the face of this earth that can improve your sleeping habits is you. How do I do that, you may ask? I wouldn't be standing up here if I didn't have the answer. A simple short-term way to recover sleep is to take naps. Now, I'm not telling you to sleep through all your classes. I just mean that a well-placed nap, being short and not too close to bedtime, can help a great deal. Another easy way to better the sleep you're getting is by keeping your room cool, dark, and quiet. Use a pair of eye shades if you need to. An additional no-brainer is to avoid consuming things that will impede sleep close to bedtime. Pointedly, caffeine, but also drinks, foods, pills, vitamins, etc. Now, this is a hard one, because a lot of us rely on weekends to sleep in. But what we didn't know is that it throws our internal clocks out of whack. It makes our sleep schedule inconsistent. This weekly imbalance can weaken the good effects of sleep that we are scavenging during the week. So it's important to keep a solid routine, which basically means waking up and going to bed at roughly the same time every day. Being proactive in the completion of your homework so as not to leave it till last minute helps ostensibly in holding up the routine too. This routine shouldn't be limited to your sleep. It should also include a wind-down period, meaning you take a shower, read a book, or write in your diary, anything that gets you into sleep mode. You typically want to stay away from devices such as phones or TV around then. If you think of sleep as a skill you have to learn, a routine will train your body to fall asleep easier. We can't help when school starts. We can't help that our body's melatonin hormones that make us sleep naturally don't kick in until about 11 o'clock. Nor can we help the amount of sleep that our bodies require, but we can actively plan and contribute to help our sleep. And as they say, you reap what you sow. So what do you say? Let's bring back sleep.